Looks like he's having a problem here in the yellow car,
Clear left.
and he's hit. He's hit Davey up ahead, and he's gonna hit. And alright everyone, we're on the grid, P8, 30 cars on the field. Let's get cracking.
Go.
And already the driver ahead moved right before the horn went.
We're not going to change the tyres this time round.
So,
Left side.
oh, and we have carnage. We have carnage.
Yellow flag at sector 1. Car left.
Let's see if we can squeeze out on
Clear
his...
left. Left side. Sector 1 is clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Oh man, that was hectic. Alright.
Left side.
Oh, and he touched me. He touched me. He touched me.
Still there. Clear left. Tiny bit of aero damage, just ignore it. Green flag, sector 2.
Alright. I don't even have time to think. Oh, and there's cars facing the wrong way.
Incident sector 3, yellow flag. Looks like downhill, car right. Still there. He's still there. Clear right, E7. Car in front is Andrew. 53.00.
As I said earlier, I'm actually slightly off the pace here this week, so...
Left side, sector 2. Still there, clear left. Car left. He's still there.
he is still there on my left.
Still there. Clear left.
We're gonna tuck him behind him. Yeah, so it's gonna be a bit difficult, especially to race, I guess, within the top 10.
Sector 3.
But we'll do our best to stick with these guys. He's at a terrible exit here. We're gonna try and make a move. Can I? No, I don't think I can.
P8.
I find myself too far behind him.
The leader has just done a 52.21.
Let's see if we can mount a counter attack here. I'm pulling up on him. We're gonna try and go inside line.
Car left.
Ooh, and I went slightly too deep. There was contact.
Brilliant. Nice one.
Although I don't think I was too offline. We'll have to see it from the outside. Looks like...
Car right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right.
Alright, we've got past him. Oh, looks like the car behind made a big mistake because he's lost a bunch of time.
Green flag, sector 2. The gap behind is now 1.4.
1.4 second gap. Let's keep it rolling. So, as you can see everyone, so far, so good. We're 6 laps in. I have a little bit of damage on the left flank of the car, but I've been able to dodge pretty much all the carnage. We've had some good battles. I overtook 2 cars, and things were going pretty well. In the meantime, it looks like Kino behind is fighting, which is slowing him down a bunch.
8 seconds.
So that's allowing me to run away to an extent. Let's try and keep that up. I've been fairly consistent. Let's see if I can catch up with the guys up ahead. That was not the best exit. This is a back marker.
Right side's clear.
He led us around quite easily, which is very kind. In the meantime, the gap to Kino just keeps increasing, so we're settling in. That's really great to see.
0.71. Flag in sector 3.
Looks like he's having a problem here in the yellow car, and he's hit. He's hit Davey up ahead, and he's gonna hit me. No! And just like that, in a split second, my race was unfortunately ruined. Let's check out what happened, because it was a whole domino effect. The yellow car is car number 71. There's a shunt with the black car here. They both go out. The yellow car hits the barrier full force, rejoins the track with damage. Davey Andrew in the blue car comes in behind, somehow ends up shoving this car into the barrier once again. I get past car number 71 safely, but unfortunately Davey Andrew, as he rejoins the track down the line, taps me in the back and sends me right against the barrier. So unfortunately, at this point, I was really disappointed, but there was a little bit of hope because the engineer mentioned that the car was still okay to drive. The damage was not critical. So I rejoined the track and I decided to try and salvage something out of this. The car is pretty beaten up.
15th place.
And we're down in 15th place. Several cars out. The car, if you look at the HUD, at the bottom right, you can see the blue bits, that's damage.
Sector 3 is yellow.
So the car is pretty much messed up. We've got a slow car here on the right.
Car right side's clear.
But there's still 12 minutes to go. All these guys ahead of me
Is now clear.
are fair game. And we can get back in this. Come on. I'm battling a slightly unstable car, but it is what it is.
Halfway home. We're okay.
The white and black Porsche behind is closing in quite quickly. Oh,
On your right.
and the car just does not feel good at all, unfortunately. Those are another 2 positions lost.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Another yellow flag.
Sector 3 is green.
Oh, more carnage.
Yellow
Oh,
flag. Sector 3.
oh my
13.
days.
Warning for cutting the track.
So yeah, the car was pretty difficult to drive at this point in time, especially weight shifts from left to right were basically just amplified twice as much. It felt a bit like I was driving on ice and it was just a matter of time before I would lose control. Oh no, 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 no. I was trying to pull right to skip the back marker, that just did not work out. That just did not work out at all. The car is too damaged. Yeah, the car is basically undrivable. I'm gonna have to go in. I cannot drive safely like this. And so I decided to fix the car, and after a pit stop of about a minute, I got back out on track. Alright everyone. The car unfortunately became undrivable. We fixed all the damage,
Your tyre temps are looking good.
and now I'm back out in P19. Hopefully I can salvage something here. Now, I was trying to do my best to stay positive, but I shouldn't have forgotten that I was in a rookie race.
Green flag in sector 3.
No, you...
Left. Blue flag.
And just like that, my race was
Suspension's
over.
completely knackered.
My suspension collapsed after this crash. And at this point, the only thing that I could do is go into the pits and retire the car. In the end, I finished in P21 out of 33 cars on the field. 11 cars DNF'd. So, this race was just insane. I finished 13 positions lower than where I started, I got 20 incident points, lost half a point of safety rating. It was bad. But this is how it goes sometimes. It has been a rocky start here at LFM, and I just knew that if I would stay positive and try again a bit later, that things might go better. And that's what I did. I picked myself up and gave this combination another shot the day after. This time around I was in the second split and I qualified in P5. So I was hopeful for a good race, but also very wary that it could get just as ugly as the first one.
green, green.
So one car has already jumped the start.
Copy that. No tyre change at the next stop.
We've made our move to the inside. That green car is gonna have to come into the pits to serve a stop and go and penalty.
Yellow flag. Green flag, sector 1. Sector 3 is now yellow.
Alright, that was a calm start. Looks like we've got a run on the black Porsche ahead. But best to drop back a little. Tires and brakes are still cold. So best not to take big risks on the first lap.
Clear right.
Oh, looks like he might have jumped the start as well.
P3.
So he's gone in for the stop and go as well. Let's try and catch up with Fabio up ahead.
The leader's just done a 54.10. Green flag, sector 2. P2.
The green Porsche
Done a
has gone in to serve their penalty, which means
left, clear left.
we're in P2 now. Fabio up ahead, leader of this race, so we've got the lead in sight. I also saw Porsche behind me veer off into the grass there at turn 1, so we're gonna check that one out in the replays later.
The right side tyres are cold.
As he... oh. Looks like the leader has disconnected. That took me by surprise. That means we're leading.
You're leading.
So I've got to put my head down now. And I have to try and stay as concentrated as possible to hold this lead. We're gonna be coming under a lot of pressure from behind, that's for sure. The most important thing is this situation is that if I make a mistake,
The gap behind's increased to 0.9.
that I don't panic. Because even if I don't retain the lead, a podium or a top 5 would still be an excellent result. But I will obviously do my best to hold it.
Your last lap time was at 52.80.
But so far as well, looking at the delta to the other drivers, it looks like I've been gaining on everybody behind me. So that's really great to see. Also, another consideration is that obviously I've got a clear field ahead of me and there's nobody directly behind me. Whilst hopefully other drivers behind me are stuck into battles, which means they are probably slowing each other down and are also
Incident in sector 1. Yellow
more
flag.
prone to making mistakes.
Green flag in sector 1.
I have to say, we got quite lucky, didn't we? 2 stop and go penalties. And 1 disconnection. But we need to take what we can and prove that I deserve to win, at least by being as consistent as possible.
Front is hot. That lap
And
time
just
was
like that, everyone,
54.10.
I kept my cool, I put my head down, I focused on the road ahead, I didn't think about the relatives behind, I didn't think about anything else other than just hitting my markers. I wanted the win, I wanted it bad, it was within reach, I had to be consistent, and I did my absolute best. And fortunately, as you can see, 8 laps later, I was still in the lead. And even though I made this one mistake at some point, my gap was still big enough that I managed to just get back on track like nothing happened. Let's now fast forward to the last lap of the race, and by the way, special thanks to all the back markers in this race for being very polite and letting me through under the blue flags. Thank you very much. And alright, final turn of the final lap. And obviously there's some kind of crash happening right in front, so we'll get around that with ease and let's go, baby! That's a dub. Just like that, that was my first win on low fuel motorsports. I am so pleased with that. Wins don't come by very often, so I am extremely pleased, and we were a little bit lucky at the beginning with the disconnection and with the two guys that got a stop and go penalty for jumping the start. But I'm very happy that I was consistent throughout the race. I only made one real mistake over 20 minutes, and that I managed to drive safe, stay out of trouble, navigate the back markers, and take it home in first. I think that's a really awesome result and a great way to bounce back from the previous race. With that done, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, consider leaving a like, and let me know what you thought in the comments. And as always, stay tuned for more. See you in the next one. Bye.